Guys, offensively, what just pops off the chart or off the screen at you?
They're very gifted players. And then on top of that, they have a really good scheme. So it's double whammy.
Gesicki, how would you describe him to someone? I mean, he's like 6'7", 6'8". They've really got that almost alley-oop play going with him right now with McSorley throwing it up to him and stuff. What does he bring to the table from your vantage point?
Well, just what you said. He's very, very good athlete. And he makes catches that men his size usually can't make. He's great flexibility in his upper body. He can torque his body in all different ways, and he has good hands, so he's very talented.
And what challenge does that pose for a defense going against a guy like that where, I don't know, a 5'11" cornerback or safety might not be the best matchup, but go ahead.
You tell me who is the best matchup. This guy's 6'7", right? So we just got to have different ways to try to get people on him. He's another wide receiver, really. I mean, he's positionally called a tight end, but he has the skill set of a wide receiver.
Greg, what's the challenge and how difficult is it to scheme from McSorley? Because obviously he can throw from the pocket, but he's so elusive and can improvise.
Well, it's really a challenge because not only is he very gifted and can avoid defensive players, but the scheme itself presents a lot of problems. Their offense makes you defend from sideline to sideline. It also makes you defend vertically, 60 yards deep. So, and he can do that. He'll throw the shot, and he'll also stretch your sideline to sideline, both in the run and the pass game. So, it's a challenge on every front.
How similar is he to Baker Mayfield?
There's similarities, but yeah, there's similarities. Yeah, there are a little different scheme.
Do you feel like you're talking about Oklahoma? I mean, to kind of follow up on that, a lot of similarities between how you need to defend these guys.
Well, I'll tell you, I think they have really gifted players, and then their running back is a once-in-10-year guy. I mean, he's that good. So, I don't know.
Are you getting a good look from Tate?
Say that again?
Are you getting a good look from Tate on the scout team?
Very good look, yep. We're fortunate to have Tate doing that.
What do you tell him that you want from him in that kind of situation? You know what I mean? What do you ask of him, I guess?
Well, we have really good young coaches, and they get with these guys, and they watch the tape of McSorley. And Tate is so dedicated to what we're doing. He studies McSorley. He tries to do everything the same way that McSorley does it, even though it may not be what he naturally does. So I think the scout team has done a great job these last week as well, but we really kicked it into high gear yesterday and today, and they've done a great job.
When a team moves so efficiently sideline to sideline, how do you stop them from being so effective horizontally without spreading yourself out too thin?
Well, that is a challenge. Sometimes when you play an offense like this, you feel like you don't have enough players to do it, right? That's definitely the challenge. But we have good players, and they're gonna go as hard as they can, and that makes up for a lot.
On Barkley's strength, speed, vision, I guess it's all of it. But what makes him a once in every decade player?
Well, the things you mentioned, strength, speed, and vision, incredible ability to change direction on a dime. And it's not a little guy that's changing. Sometimes you see little scat backs at 175 pounds that can stop on a dime and change direction. It's a big man doing it. So, you're not going to arm tackle this guy. So when he changes direction, he goes from 0 to 60. He's something.
Is this special for you not going back to Penn State, but playing Penn State, given your history there?
I guess I've been coaching for a long time, So there's been a lot of games that could be special at every level. But it's special because they're the number 2 team in the country, and we're vying for a championship, so it's a big game.
Is he faster than Elliott was? Barkley?
I wasn't here with Zeke. I don't know.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
I can't
my
comment.
bad.
No.
Yeah.
Greg, Urban has talked a lot about remaining realistic while you guys are on this roll. This is going to be a test unlike anything the secondary has seen. What makes you confident that this group on the back end has grown, since Indiana and Oklahoma?
Well, I believe in our players. I think we have really fine players, and they're trying their guts out to get ready for this game, and they've been doing that. So, that's why you play the games. That's the challenge. That's what's exciting. But I think I speak for Coach Combs and myself. We believe in those guys, and we're banking that they're going to go play really, really well.
Do you anticipate using Jordan as the nickel slot corner like you guys are doing against Nebraska?
We can. That's my way of giving you an evasive answer.
The cornerback, Denzel, obviously has played very well. He's up for the Thorpe Award. The other cornerback, how do you feel about that spot, whether it's Damon Arnett or Kendall or even Jeffrey?
I feel good. Again, I speak for Kerry. I mean, we talk all the time about it. We believe in those guys, and it's just they're getting better. And you know, we got good enough to handle this outfit. We'll figure that out on Saturday. But they've improved. They've done everything we've asked. So we just got to keep going.
Penn State did a really good job against Michigan, finding matchups against the linebacker with Barkley and the safeties with Hamilton. How do you keep that from happening?
Well, that's what I was kind of referring to, that they do a really good job. Not only did they recruit talented players, but they do a good job with their scheme using those players. So it's going to be a challenge. Sometimes you just say, hey, you know what we're in, we know what we're in, and see if we can stop you. Other times we'll try to disguise some things and make them not sure of what we're doing. So that's part of the game.
Hey Greg, one of the things that you've seen from Penn State is kind of an RPO offense, kind of similar to maybe what Ohio State runs. Do you feel prepared running against, say, the Ohio State offense every week preparing for this game?
Well, with the exception of a few teams, and some of those will be on the back part of our schedule, everybody's running some RPOs. It's just a matter how much. Yeah. But again, what RPOs force you to do is defend sideline to sideline as well as vertically. So that is the challenge, but we do get to see a lot of it in practice and in training camp. You're right. So it doesn't make it easy though. I mean, still, the advent of those type of plays, they force defenses to be really athletic because you have so much ground to cover, and you're covering really good athletes in that space. So it'll be a challenge. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.